everyone, this is Walking Lady and Avedon.
Hello.
And for today's video guys, we are going to discuss you about my driver's license. So my driver's license is going to be expired in 2 weeks. And we are going to discuss you guys that I am not going to renew my driver's license because first, I don't need a car. I don't want to buy a car because buying car is so expensive.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. So you have when you're buying a car, you have to don't just look at the initial cost. You have to look at the cost after. So, for example, when you have a car, you have to pay the maintenance, you have to pay the insurance, you have to pay the parking. So, if you're looking at just the parking and the insurance, you're looking at somewhere between $300 to $500 per month. And that's not even the worst thing. The worst thing is if your car breaks down, you go to the mechanic, and when you go to the mechanic, unless you know someone's honest, you have no control. So you don't know how much you're going to pay. You'll be paying like $300, $500, $700.
Yeah, so it's too much money for me. So I don't want to spend a lot of money just for the car. I don't have lots of money, right? So actually, I'm saving money and having a car, having this maintenance problem, insurance, parking. It will cost me a lot.
And also the headaches. You cannot price the headaches, but the headaches you're going to have continuously, that you cannot actually you can totally eliminate that if you don't have a car. So for example, I had a car and I gave it away. I donated it to the, I think, Canadian Cancer Society or Heart Society, I forgot. It was like 2002 or 2003. So I had a car, I gave it away for free because I just didn't want the headaches, and then also I had no sense of paying every month, the insurance, maintenance, and parking. So I decided not to keep it.
Yeah, you mentioned that to me like long time ago.
Yeah.
And you know what, guys? Just today, okay, so we ride zeros
From home to here.
from home to here. We don't have a car, right? 4 to 5. So sometimes we actually not sometimes, but
Most of
most of the times we are taking rideshare like Uber, Hub,
Lyft.
Lyft. Actually, the Hub is just recent.
Yeah.
It's very new to in Toronto, okay, and some other parts of Toronto.
Yeah.
And it's very convenient and very cheap than having car.
Yeah, even if you are taking a rideshare service every day, still you're on the plus side by not having a car. So if you add up all the cost and everything, so if you have to take Uber or Lyft or Hop every day, still you're ahead. So although we don't take it every day, but some people may need to, and in that case, still you're on the positive side by not having a car.
Yeah. So you want to add more?
Yeah, so I'd just like to add one more point that if you live in a big city where there's somewhere public transportation is available, for sure, I think that you limit your car. So we live in Toronto, and we have plenty of public transportation options. So that's why we choose not to go by car. And if you need to go long distance once in a while, then the other option you have is that you can use rent a car option. That's what we do. Let's say in the summer, if you're going to the college or if you're going to somewhere that needs 2, 3, 4, 5 hours of driving, or 2 or 3 days of mini vacation, then we always rent a car, and that's much cheaper than paying for a car every day, every month.
Yeah. So Amazon is the one who is renting the car, like what you said, okay, and driving. Like for example, we went to Huntsville, we went to the Niagara Falls, and just rent a car, and it was no headache because you don't have to worry of the insurance, you don't have to worry of a car cost, right? You just have to pay the rent, and that's it, right?
Yeah, and then another reason a working lady does not want to renew her driver's license because I have a driver's license, and whenever it comes to driving a car, I'm the one who's doing the driving, so she actually doesn't have to drive. So that way, she doesn't have to renew her driver's license. Now, I have seen my colleagues at work who never had any driver's license, and when I asked them why you don't have a driver's license, they mentioned that their main point of not having a driver's license is that they didn't want to buy a car, so they didn't bother to have a driver's license. Because if you have a driver's license, then you are kind of you might be inclined to buy a car, or you just want to have the luxury and buy a car and spending money. So they decided to not having a driver's license from the beginning of their carrier time, and that way they're saving a lot of money.
Yeah. So do you want to add about other big guys, even they are so rich, they don't buy luxury cars?
Yeah, so if you have, if you look at some of the billionaires, we just were watching a TV clip from Kevin O'Leary, and he also mentioned that he ditched his car and he's taking rideshare apps.
Yeah.
But in case you live somewhere, if you want to buy a car or you must have to buy a car, then never buy a new car, because a new car is something, if you the moment you come out of the dealership, your car depreciates and you're losing 10 to 15% of the value of the car. So that's why it's always a good idea to buy a car which is at least 3-5 years old. That way you are kind of riding through the initial depreciation. And another thing you might want to say that how about leasing, which is also a bad idea, because the leasing terms and conditions, the dealer is kind of getting the depreciation time frame from you. So basically you're paying the depreciation of the leasing. So it's going to cost you more ending up when you end the leasing than having to buy a car. So the first thing, don't buy a car. If you live in the city, try not to get a car. And if you live somewhere, you absolutely have to buy a car. In that cases, just get an old car, 3 years old, still very good condition, and you're going to save a lot of money in this.
Yeah. So thank you for watching, guys, and thank you, Amidon, for brightening me up of not to buy a car, or also not to renew my driver's license. Actually, I don't really need it. How many years now that I have this driver's license and I don't drive? I don't drive because also I don't have a car.
Yeah.
So that's all for today's video, guys. So thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Bye for now. Okay.
All right. That is good.